you want to be a crossbow slinging agent of death, able to rain a hail of bolts down onto your enemies? Well, stay tuned for this episode of What the Feat. Hello, this is Matthew with Bardling's Banner, and we are talking about the Crossbow Expert feat today. So without further ado, on to the crunchy stats. Thanks to extensive practice with a crossbow, you gain the following benefits. You ignore the loading quality of crossbows with which you are proficient with. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls. And when you use the attack action and attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding. So, let's break it down, starting with ignoring the loading property of crossbows. We need to define the loading property. In layman's terms, a weapon having a loading property means you can only use or fire it once per action. Meaning you can fire it once as your main action, then again with your bonus action as per the last part of this feat. But you are limited to once per action. This means that without this feat, a fighter who uses an extra attack ability that they gain at 5th level cannot use that ability to fire a crossbow twice per one action. They are limited to one crossbow attack per action without this feat. However, as a crossbow expert, you can load a weapon so quickly you are exempt to this rule. Speaking of rules you don't have to follow, normally if you are within 5 feet of an enemy and you try to fire with a ranged weapon, you do so with disadvantage. Disadvantage means that instead of rolling 1d20 to hit, you roll 2 d20s, but take the lower of 2 rolls. Once again, you are exempt from this rule, which is pretty cool. Lastly, you are able to use your bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding if you use your action to attack with a one-handed weapon. And that other one-handed weapon can of course be another crossbow. So, let's stat this guy out. He is a half wood elf, resulting in a dexterity score of 16 at level 5. For his class, we are going with the fighter class. Yes, fighter, not ranger. Because he is a fighter, he gains access to action surge, which allows him to take a second action once per short rest. Also, you get the extra attack feature at level 5, which is what allows him to attack twice per action, as we discussed earlier. Adding in a bonus attack action for the crossbow expert feat, that's 5 attacks in 1 round. Additionally, we took the champion subclass for the fighter, which means that we now crit on 19s and 20s. Lastly, we've added a +2 to attack rolls with our archery fighting style. The end result is a character with an overall damage output of 60 points of potential damage. Enjoy, guys! Thank you for joining me today. Next episode, we will be going over the defensive duelist feat. So until next time, this has been Bardling's Banter, wishing you all 1d10 worth of inspiration.